Keisha, we stay in the NFL for a moment, and Tom Brady, who walked out on the media just last week when they asked him about his trainer, Alex Guerrero. And remember, Alex Guerrero is also the trainer for Julian Edelman, who, of course, was suspended for violating the NFL's drug policy. The question was whether or not Guerrero had been aware of anything that was leading up to Edelman's suspension. Was it a fair question, Keisha, and should Brady have walked out on the media the way that he did?
I think it was a fair question, but I don't think I agree with the logic that prompted that question, because there seems to be a straight line that people were drawing between Alex Guerrero and Julian Edelman's dirty test. And I don't think you could necessarily definitively pinpoint that. Now, it was easy to do because of circumstances. In all of Julian Edelman's training, the new variable is Alex Guerrero. So we think. So it seems. So it's easy to say, okay, you have this new person within your workout regimen, and now you have your dirty test, which from what I recall is his first in his career. So I could, it was easy to do that. And circumstantial evidence, can be weighed upon heavily. We've seen some people get convicted in the court of law due to circumstantial evidence, but it also allows for theories to be poked in where you don't really have the smoking gun. And one thing that stood out to me was when Guerrero made his statement in defense of himself. He reminded me that athletes it's not uncommon for athletes to use different people to do different things for them. So Alex Guerrero may train him in one area, but Julian may have another trainer in another area to help him with, and so on and so forth. So maybe any one of them could have given it to him, or Julian maybe just acted on himself and took whatever he did to get the positive test. As far as Brady walking out, I mean, come on, Brady, you're better than that. You are an OG in this league. You should know how to handle the media. And I'm probably guessing that he was aware of these kind of rumblings with Alex Guerrero being connected to Julian Edelman. So I think that he should have enough media savvy to be able to answer this question without walking off. A simple no comment would do. And take a page from Bill Belichick. I know there's reports of strife between the two, but Bill Belichick is one of the most tight-lipped coaches, and he's been asked tons of questions regarding scandals and this and that and the other, and he has his stock answer, and he stays with it, and he'll sit there and he'll repeat it 20 million times. If you ask him 20 million times, he'll get the same answer. So Tom Brady, I was hoping that he could have handled that a little better.
Yeah, follow the code of your leader, right? Bill Belichick, who goes up in these press conferences and, not only questions that he's willing to answer, but the ones that he's not willing to answer, he always will respond to them, usually with one-word responses, and he sort of brushes the media off. And I think Tom Brady could have taken a lesson from that. Look, I thought that this was certainly fair game for the media to go ahead and ask Tom Brady these questions about Julian Edelman and the connection that he had with Alex Guerrero. And I think also that some of this frustration that Brady has, the way that he walked out, it's not just necessarily with the media. I think it's also, as you pointed out, there is certainly a rift within the franchise, not just between Brady and Belichick, but also Brady's connection with Alex Guerrero and how that's affected Brady within the rest of the organization. So I think that there was certainly some built-up frustration on Brady's part. But you know what? Look, you're the face of the NFL, right? You're a future Hall of Famer. You're the Sports Illustrated cover boy. You're the guy that the NFL sells constantly, year after year. He's in all these Super Bowls. You got to go up there and you got to just take the shots. You got to be willing to stand up there. And you don't even have to answer the questions. But walking out on the media the way that he did, I thought it was petty, and I thought it was just too sensitive from his part.